Hello and welcome to session 11. The topic of today's discussion is microbial production of vitamin B12. The disease pernicious anemia is characterized by the low levels of hemoglobin and decreased number of erythrocytes and neurological manifestations and has been known for several decades. It was in 1926 some workers reported the liver extracts could cure this abnormality. The active principle was later identified as vitamin B12, which is a water soluble complex vitamin. So B12 is present in animal tissues at a very low concentration at about 1 ppm in the liver. It occurs mostly as a coenzyme, forms methylcobalamin, and isolation of B12 from animal tissues is very expensive and tedious. Vitamin B12, the chemical name is cyanocobalamin, is a water soluble vitamin with complex structure. The empirical formula is C63H90N14O14PCO. The structure of vitamin B12 consists of a corrin ring with a central cobalt atom, and the corrin ring is almost similar to the tetrapyrrole ring structure and found in the porphyrin compounds, example heme with Fe and chlorophyll with Mg. So this is a very complex structure. The biosynthesis of vitamin B12, it starts from succinyl CoA, and we can see there are several more than 15 to 20 steps are there. We get deoxyadenosyl cobalamine, which is called as vitamin B12. So when we come to the commercial production of vitamin B12, initially vitamin B12 was commercially produced by fermentation. It was first obtained as a byproduct of Streptomyces fermentation in the production of certain antibiotics like streptomycin or chloramphenicol or neomycin, but the yield was very low. Later, high yielding strains were developed, and at present vitamin B12 is entirely produced by the process of fermentation. And the high concentration of vitamin B12 are detected in sewage sludge solids. This is produced by microorganisms. Uh, Unlike other vitamins, the chemical synthesis of vitamin B12 is not practicable since 20 complicated reaction steps need to be carried out. Several microorganisms can be employed for the production of vitamin B12 with varying yields. Glucose is the most commonly used carbon source. Some examples of microbes and their corresponding yields are given in table. Uh, the most commonly used microorganisms are Propionobacterium, uh, uh, Frudrenchi, Pseudomonas dinitrificans, Bacillus megaterium, and Streptomyces olivaceus. So the yield, when we look at the yield, Propionobacterium is giving maximum yield and Pseudomonas denitrificans is giving maximum yield, and a hybrid strain Rhodopseudomonas is giving maximum yield. So these are some of the organisms that are used for the production of industrial production of vitamin B12. So even genetically engineered strains are used for the production of vitamin B12. By employing modern genetic engineering techniques, we can manipulate the genes, and we have uh, genetically modified organisms like Rhodopseudomonas spiroides, which is a hybrid strain, and it is producing maximum amount of 135 mg per liter of vitamin B12 utilizing the carbon source like glucose. Production of vitamin B12 using Propionobacterium species. Uh, the process is carried out by adding cobalt in two phases. The aerobic phase, this is a preliminary phase that may take around 2 to 4 days. In the anaerobic phase, 5-deoxyadenosylcobinamide is predominantly produced, and in the aerobic phase, 5,6 dimethylbenzimidazole is produced from the riboflavin, which gets incorporated to finally form coenzyme of vitamin B, uh, namely 5-deoxyadenosylcobalamine. In recent years, in recent years, some fermentation technologists have successfully clubbed both an aerobic and anaerobic phases to carry out the operation continuously in two reaction tanks. The recovery of vitamin B12 is mostly done by submerged bacterial fermentation with beet molasses medium supplemented with cobalt chloride. The specific details of the process are kept as guarded secret by the companies. The cobalamines produced by fermentation the cobalamines produced by fermentation, they are mostly bound to the cells. They can be solubilized by heat treatment at 80 to 120 degrees centigrade for about 30 minutes at a pH of 6.5 to 8.5. The solids and mycelium are filtered or centrifuged and the fermentation broth is collected. The cobalamines can be converted to more stable cyanocobalamines. This vitamin B12 is around 80% pure and can be directly used as a feed additive. However, for medical use, particularly for the treatment of anemia, vitamin B12 should be further purified to 95 to 98%. So this is another way of production of vitamin B12 by using Pseudomonas species. So here the carbon source glucose is used as the carbon source, and and a yield of around 42 to mg per liter of B12 is reported uh, by fed batch culture system. So this is all